So, of course, the Jets, after losing to the Patriots, beat the Texans, and I called this. The Texans feeling high and mighty, just coming off a great win over the Colts, but missing Stephon Diggs and missing Nico Collins. CJ Stroud struggled. Jets have a good defense on the road, short week. It just made sense that the Texans would lose that game, and of course, the Jets now are going to probably go through this whole nother media cycle of pretending that this is a good football team. Spoiler alert, it's not. Mistakes were pretty evident for both teams. First half was a complete snooze fest. I don't think anybody was watching this game since it was on Halloween. Rodgers missing throws. They were down 7-0 at half. Of course, the Jets, they end up scoring 3 touchdowns in the second half. Rodgers coming alive to throw 3 touchdowns. And, maybe I was a little bit too mean to Aaron Rodgers. Last time I talked about the Jets, I said he was washed. Maybe not completely washed. Maybe there's a little something there. I still don't believe in him all that much, though. That's where I'm at right now with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. I mean, that's pretty much where we are at this point in the season. They're a bad team, and that's who they are. The Jets are just a bad team. So, yes, they're 3-6. No, they're not going to make a miracle run into the playoffs. No, they're not going. I mean, well, who are we kidding? It's the Jets. And oh, by the way, fumbling right there. Just another example of why the Jets, they're undisciplined. They're way too prone to mistakes. So Aaron Rodgers can talk all he wants about being in the darkness. That game was not about the Jets being good. It was about the Texans being banged up, the Texans being injured, and the Texans coming off of a very emotional and massive win over the Colts. It makes sense that they lost that game. And it makes sense that CJ Stroud struggled. Again, people are going to be like, wow, CJ Stroud's playing terribly. Look, short week, no top 2 receivers. It's the same thing as Brock Purdy. If you're going to blame Brock Purdy for sucking without Debo, Ayuk, and CMC, then you have to be consistent, and you have to say, well, CJ Stroud sucks, I guess, because he didn't play well, missing Diggs and Collins. That's not true for either, though. I'm going to take the more balanced look at it. Both quarterbacks are good. Both quarterbacks need people to throw the ball to. When you don't have receivers, yes, Tank Dell is good, but Tank Dell is not Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins. He's not. So, of course, CJ Stroud will struggle when he's missing his top 2 weapons, just like Brock Purdy. So let's be consistent when we talk about the way these quarterbacks are playing. Missing Nico Collins really sucks, and he's going to need to get both of them back. But Diggs looks like is out for the season, which is very unfortunate for him. We'll see. I mean, Robert Woods getting some action. I don't know. Can Robert Woods be that guy that he was 8 years ago? Probably not. But either way, Jets, I mean, congrats on the win, but you're still not relevant. Sorry.